What is up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning back in to another episode of Leave the Trail. Today I'm talking about my two biggest equipment improvements in the last couple weeks and how it's going to change my video. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so as you saw in my first video, there was a lot to work on. Man, oh man, I was watching it, and the problem is doing this, I'm learning so much so fast that I actually watched that video and I was like, shit, there's so much I can improve on and so much I already know how to change, but I had to let it be. So today I'm talking about the two biggest things I made from my first video to my second video, and I'm going to be continuing on in the future. And yeah, I'm going to talk about how it's going to change my video and how I'm going to use it in an interesting way. First and foremost is what you're seeing right here. This is my lapel mic. One of the biggest problems that I saw in my video, the first video, was horrible audio. I could not believe it, and it drove me nuts. That being said, I did have this thing, but as you saw, I was holding it really close to my mouth, so that made the audio sound incredibly noisy, and it gave you a lot of mouth sounds that was really horrible. So now what I do is I have this thing hooked up to my little old-fashioned iPod here, and it keeps me a little bit better. Like, the audio is not perfect, not exactly where I want, but it's a lot better than coming from my camera, and it's a lot better than holding it to my mouth. In the future, of course, I will be upgrading to something further when I further upgrade my camera, but as of now, this is the best option for me. And shout out to mom and dad. Thanks for my 2013 iPod, because it holds better audio than my phone. So, gonna keep that going. All right, and the second thing that you no doubt noticed in my first video was the shakiness of the footage. It was atrocious. It was just really bad. Not only did I not know how to hold my camera stable, but I also didn't know how to edit stability in the post-processing area of that video. So my second purchase that broke the bank account, but I think is going to help me in the future, is this guy. This is the DJI Ronin SC. For those of you who don't know, the DJI Ronin is a camera gimbal, which basically means it keeps me from shaking like a leaf. This keeps me stable, this keeps me level, and it just helps to improve the smoothness of your videos. There is a learning curve to this, and I'm still working on it, but I think as you can see by the second video, there is a big improvement in quality there. The cool thing about this is that not only does it stabilize me, but it gives me a lot of confidence and creativity with my shots, knowing that I don't have to worry so much about the stability and the shakiness of it. I just have to get there, and I can rely on the camera and my gimbal for giving me a good shot. The cool thing about this too is that, as you saw in my second video, I can even run and it keeps me stable in frame. I'm still learning with it, so there's still a lot I can tweak, but that's one of the coolest things about this. Secondly, it also gives me cool options to do and cool different creative shots I can do. As you saw in the beach video, the 360 there, that was not edited, that was no framework, that was just this guy right here. Did run me a little bit, but I'm glad I have it, and I think it's a great purchase for me. All right, so now just to give you an idea of how drastic these two things are, I'm going to give you a brief underlying of the mic without video with the mic and video without the mic, as well as a pushing shot, a pan, and a vlogging style shot with and without the gimbal. Going to give you a better idea of what you're seeing and how that can make my videos more creative and more innovative and better for you in the future. All right, let's check it out. All right, so this is an audio of me without the mic. As you can hear, the noise is just bouncing off the walls in here, and it's not that clear. You hear it, but there's a lot of background noise, and there's a lot of rhythm coming out of it. And that's not what you want. Okay, and here's a shot of me with the mic. As you can hear, it's a little bit more crisp. There's a lot less background noise, and as it is a lower volume, it is just more in-depth, clearer, and you don't hear that bouncing off the walls, and you don't hear as much of that rebound kind of noise coming with it, if you know what I mean. I think it's a big improvement. I'm really excited about it. So we're starting off with a simple push, trying to keep the turtle in frame. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit more while it's handheld. The next shot here is a pan. Again, it's just a little bit of shakiness, but the wall is less in frame on the right. And here's where you really notice, just because of my footsteps, it is way too unsteady. Okay, so as you can see, the gimbal makes a huge difference, and the mic just makes it so much clearer and a little bit more bearable. It makes you actually be able to watch the video a little longer. And I think the gimbal actually, what the gimbal does too, is gives it just that clarity, and it makes you captivated more because it holds you in the picture rather than bouncing around and feeling like a roller coaster. Doesn't make you confused, doesn't make you dizzy, anything like that. And with the audio, it's just a little bit sweeter for the ears and keeps you watching. So that's it for this week. I'm so happy that you guys tuned in. Thank you so much. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's going to be new videos every Thursday at 7 o'clock Australia time, 7 o'clock a.m. in Canada, the US. So please tune in, and thank you for your support. Cheers, guys.